what is guys, welcome to another video, and today we've got the finale part 1 of the Road to a Million series. Basically this was the race where we finally hit 1 million credits, and this was possibly one of the best ways I could have gone out. Now, if you don't usually watch the gameplay, I highly recommend you watch it this time, because it is really just an amazing battle between me and this other bloke called Crazy Fube. It is really great. Towards the middle, it is just insane, and I genuinely couldn't have asked for a better way to take the series out. So yeah, this is the episode where I'm going to show you the last race. In the next episode on Sunday, I'm actually going to show you, show me spending all the money on cars, because there's a sale, I believe, in the LA car lot. So I'm going to see what that's all about and see what cars are on offer, and I'm going to spend all my credits tomorrow and upload it on Sunday, because obviously we've got xSplit tomorrow. But anyway, let's talk about this race and some of the really cool things I've noticed about the Skyline and street spec in general. So I'm not going to talk about the race yet, because it doesn't actually get good till a bit later, but as you can see, we are super close straight from the start. But yeah, the Skyline. So the Skyline, if you didn't already know, has an absolutely amazing turbo whine, and you can actually feel kind of like the turbo kicking in a way. It's really weird. It's hard to explain, but you can really feel the turbo kick in. And to be honest, like, it's these little features which have really made me playing PvP and grinding in this series an absolute pleasure. I could argue that these little things make a great game, you know. And I don't know, I just love how there's a turbo whine in the game and how you can hear all the things working. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So the actual battles, as you can see, me here against Crazy Frube, overtaking each other. It's a constant, you know, back and forth. It really is an absolutely amazing race. Both are using Skylines. One thing I would say I wish I could do is use my R32, because for some reason it's not in the crew, but it's in No Limit. So I don't believe the excuse that, oh, they couldn't get it in because of licensing issues, because if EA could get it in, I'm pretty sure Ubisoft could. And I think that's a general consensus now. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, they didn't get this because of licensing agreements. I honestly don't believe that anymore. I think, you know, if No Limits can do it, and that's a very low budget, you know, racing game with customization, I kind of don't believe that, you know, they could do it in the crew. You know, I mean, the crew would really suit a customized Fiesta or something, you know. But yeah, to no avail. So I don't believe that they didn't get an RX-7 because of licensing issues. Because honestly, if No Limits can do it, and that's a mobile game on a very low budget with, like, just kind of, you know, in such a short time span, it's hard for me to believe that the crew couldn't do it, you know, for any licensing issues. But as you can see here, I'm starting to break away, and I actually end up crashing in through this corner, which again, it brings down the lead that bit more. He does struggle to catch up with me, but we've only got 3 checkpoints to go, and it looks like I'm going to seal the deal. I do look back a few times to check if he's catching up. Here I saved the NOS first. That's one thing Fast and Furious taught me, was don't use your NOS first. Wait until the opponent uses it and then use it, and I was like that. Well, that's what I did in that situation, and it seemed to work pretty A-okay. And as you can see, the finish here, and honestly, it didn't look that interesting towards the end, but the middle part was really just absolutely phenomenal. It was honestly one of the best races I've had in a while. He was catching up towards the end as well, so it was pretty mental. So here we can see me going into the map, and then in the top right, I have 1 million. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of this series, or of this finale, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.